and just talk to everyone after each game. Pretty easy.
Is there anybody that can't go game chat?
Me.
I should be able
There's usually someone that can.
Garrett and I both can.
I'm good.
But we don't need to, so it doesn't matter.
True that.
So Blue Ghost game?
Yeah.
That's what I hear.
Traditionally, that's what things have gone down.
It sounds like we're ready.
Yeah, 1 second.
Can I coach the
When we
team,
switch
Jerry?
in?
I don't want to commentate.
Yeah, you can coach your team.
Or at least
Yeah, no, just
you guys
stay
have
in the
two
party.
commentators, right?
Yeah, just stay in the party and
Too
fucking
much
coach.
pressure.
You can just observe, just sit back if you want. You don't actually have to coach them. Do whatever you want, dude. I ain't your mother.
Hey.
Know what I'm saying?
All right, cool.
Callis just sits back. Hey, you suck. Do that better.
Yeah, all right.
Nah, I'm not gonna coach like that. Just maybe help with the times, weapon times, or overtime, camera times.
Limits, you really need to
Setups.
win more of those
So,
one-on-ones and not be a
our-
sniveling piece of shit.
What the fuck?
Whoa. Drew, you just gotta uninstall the game. Just don't.
I just never want to see you again. Like, just break your Xbox.
Strongholds on Coliseum, a blast from the past. Let's go.
So Blues going game chat then?
Yeah, Blues
Yes.
game, Reds
Yep.
party. I'm muting the party.
Okay, so I'm gonna
Catch you
coach
guys
up right
later.
now.
Later, Bay.
Unmute Discord. I'm free. Unmute Discord, bro. Fender. Game number 1. Top on board with Paladin, the new blood. Never seen him play before. He's going to make his way up towards these Rockets. Finds a player over that red window. Not quite able to finish those last shots, but does get the double melee off on limits, making his play for these Rockets. Is going to pick him up. That's going to be 3 down for this blue team as they push over to this bridge. Paladin able to pick up a couple shots as D-Man comes from behind and finishes that kill. A great start, 5-0 for this blue team. What is that? Justice League? Yeah, for a 5-1 start for Justice
Jet break really
League.
couldn't have gone much better for them. They trapped a couple guys in the base. They've got the Rockets now. Can take them wherever they want. Up 6-1.
Big Daddy Joe does have this sniper. He did get 1 kill with it. Looking for a second. That player does get away from him. Not quite able to get the reticle on his head. Now trying to find some better positioning to get 1 more kill. Has players come up. Gets a body shot in the first. Takes some damage from the Rocket. Being super aggressive. Wants this kill. Gets the assist on 1. Trying to get the cleanup on the second. Makes that player 1 shot. Eventually that player is going to back down and get away from him. Big Daddy Joe in good position with the sniper, but teammates falling around behind him. 3-10 so far. He makes that player 1 shot, but is going to have to back down. Misses the snapshot. Now rotating out as they have lost the sniper control.
Yeah, blue team doing a really good job to collapse here on the sniper. Joe not able to land any of those shots, and he's going to be taken down. Not sure how much ammo was left for the blue team, but hopefully we're going to see them pushing up to the cave to grab it soon. Good trade comes out from I Get 5'd, and this is going to go out 3-2. Blue team in the lead.
Yeah.
They're looking for the frags. Justice can't find them.
Justice throwing a couple nades, and though those aren't going to land with anybody as these red teams are just coming up off their spawn. Justice moving with 2 players in front of him, just going to take this position at top catwalk, land some support fire, wait for those Rockets to come up, and hopefully pick off the player. Drew in the fight up there, those top Rockets. Limits is going to have to back down. Let's see what Drew's able to do. Moving up to these top Rockets, takes a couple shots, is going to miss, but Justice has the cleanup kill as Drew's going to stay alive with these top rocks and gets rewarded with this rocket launcher. Looking for some players to take down. 18-5, a great start for Justice League.
Bit of a risky play by Paladin there, but he escapes with the rocket launcher. He's got those over to the snipe side now. This should be a powerful position for him. Sees a player at S3, unable to get the shot, but Adam finishes him off with a back whab.
Adam is just bailing every play that Drew's done out. But that's going to be 2 players down for Justice League. As Big Bo's bros are making their play over towards this sniper. 12 seconds till the spawn. Space Christ picks up another 11 to 20. That lead cut down to 20. One rocket left with Big Bo. Let's see what he's able to do with it. Trying to find one player. Limits is going to come behind Paladin and pick up that kill. Big Bo rotating these rockets to the window, trying to find an angle for any player. Just pre-aiming that blue window. Now going to rotate over into the sniper. The sniper in the hands of Big Daddy Joe, but he just went down. That's 2 players down. Waste that rocket. Bo not quite able to get it off. D-Man's going to get rewarded with some rockets, and blue team has full control with both power weapons in hand. Justice is going to fall down right when I say that from Joe. Paladin on a flank right here. No players know he's there. Lands his first 2 shots, but is going to have to reload, and Big Bo's going to punish him for it. That's 2 down. Make that 3 down as Big Bo's bros get a full wipe and a rocket as a reward. Man, this rocket has been up forever, and Space Christ has the combo. He, oh, wow, you see that split spawn right there? So Space Christ turns around, gets an easy kill as these 3 players from Justice League spawned from behind. But it was interesting, 1 player from blue team spawned over on that blue side as the other 3 split from behind. You don't see those spawns very often.
And delivers the sniper over to Justice in the cave. He was really hoping to get a pistol there after hitting 2 very nice body shot no-scopes. Just didn't have any ammo to finish him off with. Justice is now going to take this over towards the catwalk. He's looking for Space Christ, gets a body shot. Another player, Mitz, is pushing him. Mitz gets shots on him. Justice is forced to back down and jump into his own plasma grenade, but somehow survives that one.
Justice moving down through the basement, trying to find this player. Had a player come just behind him. The timing didn't work out into his favor. 2 players in it behind him and another player in the front. Gonna have to back down, wait for some help. Pseudo Nomadic able to pick up the player that he was put a shot into, trying to get away from this player chasing him. The player gets right next to him, does give him a little hit to the chest before he goes down, making that player 1 shot. Big Daddy Joe trying to give some support from this window as fights are going down on that top cat. D-Man just able to get away with his life as Big Bo and Space Christ play cleanup crews. They pick up 2 players. Now this team's pushing in. I like this push from Joe. He sees the player count go down, recognizes the kill feed, immediately pushes, but I would have liked to see a little bit more direction in his gameplay. Maybe, hey, I need to do this or that. Instead, he kind of got up to the top cat and then didn't realize what he needed to do. Like looked at a couple spots, didn't see any players, and kind of just froze up there.
Yeah, the red team has managed to stabilize pretty well. They've been bringing it back slowly but surely. Down only 6 now at 33-27. They just haven't quite got the rounds of full slayouts that the blue team has been able to a couple times, and that's really been the difference. Limit's pushing over here on Drew now with the elbow. This player may go down. An excellent play from D-Man, though, to finish off Limits as he gives up a strong position to drop bottom mid. Pseudo gets some excellent shots on Space Christ as well, and the blue team comes roaring back, extending their lead to 7.
Yeah, and now they have snipe control as the sniper is popping up in 2 seconds. Justice is going to get his hands on that. So deadly with it. See if he's able to find one. Finds one. Has another 2 players in his reticle. Finds the second one. Has a third to his right, but unfortunately is going to reload this sniper. Now just playing back for his position. I like this play. Just stay alive. Make sure that sniper stays in their hands. Those rockets are not in the hands. I think Bo just picked them up. Let's see if he's able to find any kills with them as he rotates over to the snipe side.
Yeah, I think this is the best place they could hope to get the rocket launcher into with a bit of a height advantage. That is able to take out Pseudo Nomadic. Unfortunately, they do not quite have the numbers, it looks like, to push in and take the sniper away from Justice.
And though Red Team has made a really good effort to get back into this game, it might just be... Oh, my Justice finds the one, but it just might be a little bit too late. 42 kills, only 8 kills left for this blue team. Definitely possible for Big Bo's bros to come back, but Justice League having a pretty good spot to finish off this map. P able to find that back smack up on the top rocks, but it's immediately answered by D-Man as he finds a kill with that DMR in the grass. Justice just looking for this player at top rocks, gets the shots into him. That player is going to fall away, and 2 players now appear in the reticle of Justice, and he's just going to play his life and stay alive.
Yeah, I feel like he's been doing a very good job of that all map. It's been forcing the red team to kind of come out and overextend if they want to kill him, which is allowing the blue team to get these trades that has allowed them to stay in the lead.
There we go. D-Man able to find the 1 kill on the rocks. Limits comes from behind and picks up a double kill, picking up D-Man and Justice. Paladin trying to make the most of those picks, making his way up to top rocks, trying to get shots into that corner. 45-38. Only 5 kills left for this Justice League team to take map 1. Drew finds the shots, makes that player one shot, but unfortunately was made one shot himself. D-Man is going to find that cleanup. Only 2 kills to go. Let's see if these 2 players pushing in can find anything. Limits taking shots from Adam. Holy crap, let me on Adam. There you go. Adam's able to find 1. Only needs 1 more. Unfortunately, is going to be taken down, but gets the trade, and we're going to see game 1 go to Justice League. I mean, a very hot start from blue team. Red team almost able to get, within that striking range, but just too early for that blue team for Big Bros to overcome.
Yeah, and the blue team also finished very strong as well, with a few rounds where they kept pushing the spawns and keeping the pressure up, not allowing all of red team to get back. And we've got some real good assist numbers from there. Looks like I don't know if more than one player made it to double-digit assists, but they definitely got 36 or so.
Yeah,
which is a very impressive number for a Team Slayer like that on such a big map.
Yeah, the double-digit assists coming out from Pseudo Nomadic, only dropping those 7 kills, but helping his team with 11. Justice and D-Man doing quite a bit of the work, 18 and 19 respectively. But the damage was there across the board. 16 to 1800 isn't bad for a round of Slayer. Justice with the unreal amount of damage at 3000. I think we just saw that because of how well he was staying alive and just getting away from those deaths. Let's go on to our first objective game. How about some... what do you feel in the mood for? Plaza Strongholds, maybe?
I'm a big fan of Plaza Strongholds. I think this is going to be a fun
Let's
game
go into the party chat, see if anyone has any questions about that last game.
Cool.
How's everyone doing, guys?
Hey.
Fun.
Hey.
The comeback was happening.
Yeah, the comeback was close, man.
Yeah,
you guys were almost there. It's I mean, good composure from Justice League right there, though. You guys did a great job of just making sure you didn't get too caught up with the scoreboard getting too low. You guys still played your positions well, and then once you got those kills, you were definitely capitalizing off on them. But that start, I think it was just a little bit too hard for Big Bo and crew, man. That was just it was a rough start for Red Team. That's let's just say that.
Yep.
Great job of trying to bring it back, though. So what's going on with D-Man and Limits?
Limits?
Do
Had
not
to use
know.
the washroom real quick.
Okay, gotcha. You guys have any questions from the last game? Like anything that you had questions about that you thought you could have done better?
I just have a quick one. Y'all kept saying, well, TJ, you kept saying, play the elbow, play the elbow. Is that a good play to stay on the elbow, or I heard playing snipe side is where you want to be?
I'll let Callus say that. Yeah, it's it's good to have that one player on the elbow because he's able to see a lot of the map, so he's able to call out to the team. So you usually want to have 2 players over on that snipe, having that snipe control, and then you have one player that's playing that perimeter so he can give that information to the team. So when you want to play snipe side, it's not like you want all 4 players on the snipe side. So so when you spawn up, you need to recognize how many players you have on the snipe side, and then find your role from there. So if you already have 2 players on the snipe side playing it together, maybe you want to go window or to the elbow and get that information to your team so they know, hey, maybe there's a push coming from window and those guys in sniper can't see it. But if you're over in that elbow, you can call that out for them, or if you see someone at that silver, you can call that information out, get shots across the map, and just play as play that passive back perimeter role.
Yeah, freaking Big
Okay.
Bo. Pete was playing elbow a lot that game, and he was able to get attention from blue team a lot and just live. And then you have the carbine, you can be annoying. It's super important. You just want to have 3 guys that snipe max. If you can help it, even just 2 and 2 is good, or 3 ones.
Yeah,
the elbow, the top rockets position.
But the one thing that can happen is if you start getting a lot of people at rocket side, that's when you start running into problems, because then you're going to let your sniper side be super exposed, and people will take advantage of that, and then they have that whole sniper side of the map's great because there's so much cover, there's so many escape routes, while on the rock side of the map it's really open. So if you get too many players on that rock side, you're gonna give up that snipe control, and then you'll get picked off really easy, just because it's really hard to get away from players on that top cat grass area. So you got to make sure that like you got to recognize when you spawn up what you need to do. So if you have 2 players that snipe, you don't need to go necessarily to snipe and help them. You need to go find different angles to help them, like relieve the load from them and give them more information to your team. Information is always king in Halo. Like the more information you give to your team, the better you're always going to be off.
And yeah, if you get
Alright,
in that situation,
I'll think about that
real
next
quick.
time I'm at that map again.
Yeah, and then real quick before we move on, if that happens to you guys, like Gary was saying, like you get too many guys on elbow, and it's like, okay, now they have sniper control, try to create a U around the map. So like push to the elbows and still have a guy playing, like you can still have a guy playing rockets, and then maybe you guys send 2 guys to red, and then 1 guy pushes solo all the way to blue elbow. But he's not really solo because he has the other guy who's on red elbow. And you just try to get a U. Like if you can win that battle in red, and then the blue guy can win that 1v1, and there, boom, they're all gonna spawn snipe. Like they literally have spawn points in snipe. Like red team literally one time, all of you guys were at freaking snipe because someone like got that team spawn there, and just Paul. I don't know if you guys had a U around them or not, but just you can do that instead of just pushing one base or pushing a snipe. If that makes sense.
Next map,
Makes sense.
Plaza Strongholds. You guys ready? What's going on, Adam? I see you in the Twitch chat.
Is he back?
He was talking in my Twitch chat. That's why I was.
Yeah, Adam's watching the
Sorry about that.
by watching your stream.
I'm back.
All right. Switch your team then. Thank you. Appreciate you, Adam. Okay. All right, we're gonna be the party. Thanks, dude. Love it. All right, man. We'll start this game up.
Hopefully I can actually talk to you guys this game.
That'd be a good start.
Blue Ghost game?
Did you go to game
Yep,
chat?
same as last time. Blue game, red
Yeah, I'm
red
switching
party.
now.
Well, maybe we should switch that up every once in a while, so then so Laz can help the other teams too. So after this game, so we'll have blue in game, red in party. Then after this game, we'll swap it around, so then Laz can help blue team out
Yeah, I was
for a little
thinking
bit.
like 2 or 3 games or something, so they could do like a series.
Okay.
I don't know, like a best of 5 or best of 7.
Yeah, we'll play until we feel good, and then we'll find a couple of games to watch over. Okay, guys, let's get it. Game 2.
Let's do it.
All right, back to the grind, Fender. Game 2, Plaza Strongholds. Justice League taking that game 1 pretty strong, but red team had a valiant try at that comeback. Big Bo gonna make his way to this glass area, just landing shots across the map, trying to make these players one shot. It makes one player drop down, but the flank from Pseudo Nomadic is going to cause that player to fall down. Has 2 players in front of him. Is that an invis that he didn't notice? That invis is going to get behind him. Great play by Big Daddy Joe to get behind with that invis and use it to the best of his ability.
Yeah, they were definitely able to get good value out of that camouflage with the first capture of Nest. Blue team is going to be swarming this one, but Limits gets an excellent kill. Lexi forced to back down, but Big Bo is able to hold off both Justice
Paladin
and D-Man.
Okay.
And a punch in the back comes out from Big Daddy Joe. Huge camo plays continuing to provide value for the red team.
I like this. He just sits in that bottom mid, lets his teammate get there to help. Oh, and then able to find the one shot. I like the play is just using that camo to be as sneaky as possible and provide as much assistance to his team as possible. That camo is going to run out and his life with it. Space Christ moving his way up to this poster. Has a player top mid. Going to make himself one shot. Now has to play his life. Does regenerate his shields. Looking for some sort of advantage on the play. Is going to fall bottom mid. I think he meant to clamber up to that S4 right there. Uses his thrust to get up to that tower, but 3 players waiting for him, and he is going to fall. The nades coming out. Big Bo in a great position to get some shots. Limit's going to come around that corner and pick up Drew. Pseudo Nomadic and crew trying to answer back, but not quite able to do so.
We've got an interesting occurrence here. Red team has managed to capture bottom mid while forcing blue team back onto posters. 2 players go down to one shot, but they survive before D-Man's able to pick one of them off.
And that could have been a huge potential double kill. That would have provided so much control of the map if he was able to land those 2 one-shots. But those players working well together to make sure they don't go down. Space Christ able to get the kill to reset the bottom mid, but is going to fall. And now there's 3 players in position to play for that bottom mid. Big Bo is going to go down and contest this, I think, or he's just going to let him cat that base. The camo's coming up. I think I can respect it then. He had 2 players up there, so I would have wished they would have communicated with each other. Say, hey, I'm going to play this invis. Why don't you go contest bottom mid? I think that's just a breakdown in communication, but I like the play where he's worried about that camo and realizes that the camo is probably more important than the hill at that moment.
Yeah, I think we've seen Red Team have a little bit of tunnel vision and just hopping this bottom stronghold rather than capturing Nest when they've had opportunities to devote more resources to controlling the more important spawns and the more important stronghold, in my opinion. So it's good to see them kind of staying on top of the objective play.
I like this play from Limits. He gets the damage, realizes that he is made weak, and immediately runs away. I like that. He knew instantly when he needed to get away from that fight, and that player chased him, and he was still able to get away because he made that decision so fast. That's the kind of decision-making that you like to see. Limits able to get 1 kill, and this life is just provided from him. Instead of falling down, now he's getting so much damage across the map, able to find 1 kill and make that a double as Paladin goes down.
And what a great life from Limits. That was unbelievable play. Unfortunately, a little breakdown in communication, 4 players all trying to capture Nest at once. But again, I like that they've kind of refocused on making sure that they get that stronghold.
Yeah, the one big thing...
some unfortunate positioning has allowed them to get picked. 2 kills come out for the blue team, and they're going to be able to push their way over to Nest probably. That's 3. They've only lost 1 player themselves, so they should be able to cap this.
Yeah, there we go. The blue spawn coming in from Red Team, and that's a little bit of a misplay on Red Team's part. Like you said, when the 4 players went to that nest, they gave up those glass spawns, and then Blue Team went and took instant advantage of that, got the glass, were able to get a couple picks, and now they have a trip cap in full effect. Though Joey in that yard trying to give his players those spawns and that stronghold back. I like this play from Drew, just trying to get that information. Sees that player coming, glass, gets the shots, gets the kills, and maintains this glass spawn for his team.
Yeah, he's in an excellent position here now. Gets the 5 on Space Christ coming through the yellow hall.
You see, and now that's
turn 2 on Big Daddy Joe. This
kills.
is a fantastic play out of him.
That's why it's so important to keep this glass. Drew is just able to do so much work on this map right now just because he's maintaining these spawns, listening to his teammates' callouts, and trying to play his life to the best of its ability. Makes another player 1 shot and manages to stay alive. Flashing red. Another player coming around the corner, but Justice is able to clean up that kill before Drew is going to die. And Drew has just been sitting in this position for the last minute, raking up damage and raking up kills. Recognizes that Pseudo Nomadic makes those callouts, but still wants to keep these spawns in check. It would be really bad for Red Team to get these glass spawns as they're capping Nest. So Drew's going to make sure that doesn't happen. Gets 1 kill, tries to get the second, but is going to fall. Almost able to stop that Nest stronghold from being captured.
Yeah, I think that, again, just a teeny tiny breakdown in communication. They had a good strategy overall. They just needed to get that help to Nest a little bit faster to make sure that the players running over the garbage truck actually died. But here again, we see a solo cap of bottom mid. What is happening?
Let's see if Blues are able to retake this right away. Big Daddy Joe with a nice 5 shot to take down that player. Nest is going to be captured by Blue Team, but Red Control takes advantage of those strongholds. Big Daddy Joe able to pick up the 2 shot. Now looking for this player at U-turn, comes to help his team. I like the teamwork right there. Tells Big Bo, hey, I got your help. I'm going to come help you. And that's exactly what happens. 3 players over on that nest, and it seems like they're trapped as a perfect U-shape forms around Blue Team, as I think they're going to get this full wipe. Limits with the triple kill. Unfortunately, we weren't able to pick it up on the stream, but a highlight for him nonetheless.
Excellent shots coming out from Limits again here. They managed to get 2 kills and initiate another triple cap with Camouflage coming up soon. This is a fantastic play out of Red Team.
Hopefully Limits doesn't block that spawn off.
They're going to be able to get the glass spawn.
Yeah, you see Limits made a little bit of a misplay by that right there by pushing that top dip a little too fast. It gives this glass spawn to Blue, but if they're able to get the next couple kills and then grab those spawns once again, they'll be in good position. Limits getting behind these 2 players, makes one of them 1 shot, kills the other one, has a player 1 shot, gets the double kill. Now moving back to glass. And like I said, when you have these glass spawns, you can just spawn up so fast and help at bottom mid. It would have been really detrimental to big bow bros, if they weren't able to keep those glass bonds, as Blue would have just been able to spawn up and keep helping them capture that bottom mid. But it looks like red team has taken quite a lead as they've extended it to 30 points. We were at 41-49 at one point. Red team is going on a little bit of a spree, but Paladin has the answer, moves his way to glass, picks up one kill, and getting shots into another.
Yeah, Paladin dropped a cheeky barrel kill just a second ago there. Unfortunately, he's not able to block the spawns in glass, and Big Bo gets a huge wet back web.
Unfortunate.
That may just be what they needed. Oh, but an overcommitment to the posters area allows them to get destroyed by Justice, who's a top mid, just dealing insane amounts of damage. And he's somehow able to survive here, pushing over to the light rifle.
I like this play. If he gets able to get that light rifle, get away, now he'll have the rifle superiority on this map. Unfortunately, a teammate is going to make him weak, is able to get that one player, and I think a large part of that is due to that light rifle. It take one less shot, and it shot a little bit faster when it's unscoped, allows him to pick up that kill while he's weak. Now Justice trying to stay alive as Limits is looking all around for him, and he is eventually going to get picked up by Limits. I think Limits is just having a monster game this game. 18 kills thus far. Justice leading the kill count in the lobby with 19.
Yeah, Limits has just made some really clutch plays, which has been really impressive. Although Blue Team's still looking strong. They've managed to get a trip cap of their own and have brought this within 2 points.
Yeah, we're even now. Once again, this has been a really great game of strongholds. We've seen the control spawns move back and forth between these teams. And it's not on accident or anything like that. It's these teams actually making plays to get spawn control back into their favor. An unfortunate teammate from Big Bo is going to make him one shot as he's going to have to uncommit from that push into glass. And now they're going to make a little bit of a flank over at you. He has 2 players in front of him trying to get as many shots as possible, but just not quite ahead enough to get those shots. Big Bo finds a player S4, but it's Justice. Justice makes the kill, and that's going to be 3 down for red team.
Yeah, you know, I think these long-range shots coming out of I Get 5 and Justice have both been really difficult for the red team to deal with. You saw them not able to get a whole lot of control on top gold right there, and with the camouflage coming up, that's just the kiss of death for a team that's stuck spawning inside of yard.
Yeah, and with the yard being capped, that's going to be spelling the end of the red team's game. I mean, it was a great job by Big Bo's bros in the middle of that game. The middle game was really great from them, but once they lost that control, Blue was just able to hold it for such an established piece of time. And look at the damage coming out from Blue Team, even across the board. 23,
Except
2023, and Justice with the 32. But I mean, Justice does a great job at that. He's playing those power positions, staying alive, getting as much damage on the board. And I like what we saw from Limits that game. He did a great job, almost playing the mirror role of Justice for his team, staying alive, dropping 21 kills, along with a fat 3,300 damage for his team. Well, let's go back to the party chat. Woo! Howdy, guys.
Howdy.
Let's see what Laz and the
Howdy.
other guy thought.
GG, guys. That was a really close
That
game.
was a
GGs,
great
boys.
game, guys. I thoroughly enjoyed watching it. Any questions?
Hey, he's watching. Nice.
Anyone? Everyone felt good about that game?
No questions here.
Yeah.
I get more questions on the review stuff. But.
Well, I got a question though. Did you notice any times when we tried pushing into yard and flip spawns, like when that was a good or a bad decision? Because I never know when to push into the yard.
So there was like you guys did a great job. I think Drew was doing a great job at like controlling spawns almost that entire game. So like every time Blue went on like a
That's all I could fucking do.
Yeah.
So I was trying.
So Drew was doing a really great job at like maintaining those glass spawns for your guys' team.
Yep.
And I think that's when it showed, was like when you guys had those glass spawns and you guys had the spawns that you really wanted. You guys put really great advantage on it, and then like that middle game from Red Team was really, really impressive. If you want to go back through that film and like watch what you guys were doing during that middle game, it was great. Like you guys had a trip cap, you were flying off to the spawns, you guys were playing your life. Limits, incredible game, dude. Like I saw so many great plays from you that game, dude. Like you were sitting at top gold at one point, and like as soon as you had like a mental clock in your head, you're like, I can only be here so long. As soon as you took 2 shots, you dropped, you instantly got out, and you were able to play your life for so much longer than like probably most people would. And it was just like an amazing play. Like
Thanks.
you took the shots, you knew like when you had to get out, you were getting chased and you were still made one shot, but you were able to like get away to glass, get those spawns for your team, and then you even like made a play out to like posters, got like shots and kills onto the map. I mean, it was just like an incredible like high. That's a high ceiling play that you made during that middle game. I like great job. Justice, it's just unreal. That game, dude. Like good job staying alive.
Thanks.
I feel like you're at gold 100% of the time.
I mean, it's
I turn my back.
It's a big power position on that map. I mean, if you're able to stay alive at gold, you can see most of the map. So it's like it's just a really powerful spot to be for your team. There was one point where I forgot who it was. Do you remember, Fender, who pushed into blue and like caused their spawns to flip? I think we talked about it in the game.
Yeah, that was on stream. We'll have to go back to it. I don't remember whose perspective.
There was just one where you guys got like kills, and then you went from S4 to top dip, and you ruined the team was gonna spawn blue. Like an opposing team was gonna spawn blue. And that would have been really great because then they have to like choose which stronghold they're gonna go to, and they're not in really like a great position to get to either. But instead, you pushed into blue and you let them spawn yard/glass. And it kind of caused the entire map to flip, because at that point when you cause that to happen, you have to get all those kills to maintain your control. Like when you make them spawn blue, you have a round of slays that you can afford to lose, because they'll have to kill you out,
so
and then they'll have to get the stronghold. Instead, you made them spawn on the stronghold, so now you have to kill them, and if you don't, you get punished for it.
Yeah, it was like red team got a wipe and went to capture the nest, because you guys had bottom, mid, and yard already. And then, like, all 4 players were kind of going for nest, and then everyone kind of looked around and was like, wait, who's actually going to take it? And you guys kind of lost your pressure on their spawns, basically. And then I think it might have been Limits rotated towards blue, and it caused 3 blue players to spawn up inside of glass, and then they 3v2'd whoever was capturing nest, and that was when it got flipped. And blue team kind of came back.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Like, look over film next game.
I think the root of it might have been just that miscommunication about who was going to cap and who was going to hold.
I think this would be a great film, like, bookmark for you guys. Like, this would be a good one to go over. Like, there's a lot of good plays from both teams and a lot of bad plays from both teams that you guys can just look at.
It was a good moment to look at, like when red team had the triple cap, and then we sent like 2 guys in a yard instead of just letting them cap it and getting to. And I think both of the players that went in there, you guys went side by side, right? Because like both X's were like from the tunnel, like the long haul tunnel, the LR tunnel or whatever. Instead of like maybe one guy going top gold and the other guy staying on the LR to flank the yard.
I thought they were top gold, but I think they didn't mean to fall in. Someone didn't mean to fall in. Maybe.
I'm gonna try swapping to a different Ethernet cord or something real quick, see if maybe that'll help with my lag issues.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Let's take like a 2-minute break. I'm gonna go get some water because my throat hurts. So I'll be back.
That would be a good film to watch for sure. On like how to sustain the trip cap. Yeah, so if you guys want to check out, so I run like a competitive esports YouTube for like the entire Halo community, and I got 2 friends of mine helping me build it, and we go over a lot of pro gameplay every week, or usually like every 2 weeks. It depends how quickly I edit. But if you guys haven't seen it yet, it's just youtube.com/breakingthemeta-halo. And right now we're like...
Oh my god, D-Man.
What is that sound?
Oh, my bad.
D-Man.
It's chips.
Breaking the what?
Breaking the meta, Halo. You make sure you put Halo.
Subscribe.
There's actually another Breaking the Meta up there, but it's like it's not us. Yeah, there's a lot of pro gameplay breakdowns, and there's a lot of conceptual videos being posted.
How fast do you
One of the
usually
older
edit?
videos. What's up?
How fast do you usually edit?
I try to get like 1 a week done with like everything else, because I do like
Pretty sure
run film
you
sessions
said,
with
but
people.
what is it called?
Breaking the Meta, Halo.
Ego?
Breaking the meta. Yeah, that's a little picture in the box. We're trying to address the ego in the community by pretty much like letting players see the film process and letting.
I'd be
them,
interested
like,
to see you guys do some strats for the new map series, or what the pros are seeming to do in their streams for them. or analysis for it.
Yeah.
So I still don't know what the fuck to do on the new maps exactly. Like I have some things I think I like holding and doing for oddball on
There
it.
you go. I'm supporting.
Yeah, I haven't really had a chance to play the Guardian remake. I played Echelon once, and then I played Sanctuary remake.
Is it
twice.
actually called the Guardian remake?
Oh, it's like it's based
I
off
thought
Guardian.
It was Guardian.
It's
Fisher.
But it does look like it.
I watched film with Gary the other night, and we did like a 4v4 CTF, and that was really cool. Like I got to see like how Sanctuary plays or Refuge plays on Halo 5, and it's pretty similar, same concepts. Like I don't think enough teams push rocks. I think everyone's trying to just push their snipes, spawn them rocks the whole time, but that could be really slow sometimes. So I don't know. I have to watch.
Do.
Shoot, if you guys go over the new maps and play them right now, it'd be like my first time watching the other one. I don't know what it's called. Not Echelon, the other one.
Play an oddball map.
Fisher. I haven't even freaking. Is it? I like saw like gameplay from it. Like, it's like really dark.
Feels like Guardian a bit.
Yeah, it's definitely based off
There's a
Guardian.
big circle in the center.
Like, yeah.
And there's long bases on each side that wrap around the circle.
It's like a giant version of
Guardian. A lot of
Guardian.
1v1s in my opinion.
It took everything that was good about like Fisher, and then Guardian, and then just like made it super big. It's just like.
I find having a good connection on that map is like paramount. Like,
bro, if you can get
cross map shooting from lift on there is like crazy.
Yeah, if you can get a tac mag and then shoot from balcony out, bro, you can like control that entire map.
Yeah, I was trying to pay attention when Killer Dad and I were playing against Mickwin and stuff to see what they were doing. It was like, and they were setting up hard for like doing cross map shooting from top lift and the front window.
Saving this for later because it's funny. Nice. Whew. Waiting on the big old Drewster.
Probably got one, maybe two more games.
We finally get like one of each, and then hopefully we can find someone to take your spot, play a couple more, and then we're gonna go over some film. There's like a quinceañera going on next door, and like my entire house is like vibrating from the music.
What's going on?
Nice.
just Vegas things. My friend proposed to his longtime girlfriend wearing a 100 Thieves hat. I thought that was interesting. This is proposal pic is just wearing that 100 Thieves hat. I'm like, god damn, dude. Come on, Drew.
What the fuck?
Who we waiting on?
Drew, he went to reset his internet real fast.
Real fast in quotation marks?
Yeah, as fast as you can possibly reset your internet.
I think he was just getting a new Ethernet cable.
I've just been switching to a new player POV. Like I think the first game I was watching Pete, and this last game I was watching Limits. So I'll hop over to like either Joe or Lexi. I'll be over your shoulder the whole time, breathing down your neck.
Yeah, we can. So red team will be going game chat next time.
Oh yeah, red's gonna go game, and then you're gonna take over for blue. So find someone on blue to do it too.
All right. Da-da-da-da.
Oh, did I get rid of the YouTube video I was watching, bro? Oh, I shouldn't be watching YouTube videos. I'm streaming. Forgot about that.
I don't know why I find this picture so funny. Maybe it's because I'm tired.
It's a great name for a map, huh? Doesn't give you any ideas in your head, right?
Paladin.
It's taking a long time.
There we go.
Hey guys.
Yeah, man.
Cross your fingers, please, for me.
You're going to run out of build, man, and watch your dead body hit the ground.
Can I get an invite back to the game, please?
I got you, fam.
Thank you.
Okay, dude. I'm actually bored. I'm actually bored. Dad, is this real life right now? Oh!
Is red team all here?
I'm here.
Yeah, I'm here.
You guys ready to go? Red
And
team is
Lexi?
game chat. Blue team's party chat.
Like,
Alright.
yep, he's here. Alright.
All right, guys. Let's do it. Fissure oddball.
Is
What?
Blue going back to game?
Blue's going to party this
No,
time.
red is.
Red's game.
Oh, red is. Okay.
No
Red
problem,
game
my
chat.
dudes. All right, let's go.
I'll go game chat right now.
Game number 3, bro.
Game
Feel like
number
there's-
3, oddball on Fisher. This should
Uh,
be interesting because I've never seen this map.
Yeah, it's interesting for sure. See how these rotations work out. Well, we're about a month away from New Orleans, right? It'll be interesting to see oddball at New
Away from what?
Orleans. New Orleans. Be able to see oddball at New Orleans.
Ah, got it.
Be interesting to see. Big Bros trying to make a comeback. They're down 2-0 in the series thus far. This OS is going to be spawning in that bottom mid, as you can see. A couple different routes to get to it. We're going to hop on board with D-Man to start as he makes an immediate play for this OS. Sees Limits. Limits is going to fly in. He is going to get taken down with a team shot coming in from blue team. And that's 2 down instantly for red. Make that 3 down as the oddball goes into the favor of D-Man. And this is why it's so important to get those opening slays. Red team went instantly for that oddball. They were able to get it, but they went 3 down, and they only were able to get 3 seconds from it. Blue team might be able to rake up a lot more now that they got those opening slays to start with.
Yeah, you know, it's hard to tell with the spot speed what they are. Excuse me.
Woo, great play.
It's not a commentary on this game type, I
Oh,
promise.
wait, that didn't kill. I thought Justice got 2 shots in there. That would have been a great play from Justice if that would have killed him. Big Bo.
Yeah, getting a trade there would have been very valuable. Unfortunately, both teams not really able to get much going right now. Their spawns both seem to be about equidistant from this ball that's down, and they're just trading out on people.
Big
Justice,
Bo.
our second player to fall off of the map.
Looking for these kills. Space Christ throws.
Pseudo just made a big play to stop Bowie there, but unfortunately, Space Christ is able to take out the ball carrier anyway.
Yeah, there we go. Big Bo making his way over to the mid part of this map. Sees his ball carrier moving around. This could be an excellent time for Big Bo to be on the aggressive flank, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Has 3 players, backs towards him, gets shots into 1, makes him 1 shot. Big Batty Joe going to be able to pick them up, gets a second, and Big Bo with that flank is going to clean up 3 kills as he finishes off Drew. Amazing flank right there. That's going to rake up a lot of ball time for red team. Now I'd like to see this ball rotate over to P. As soon as he gets those 3 kills, those spawns are locked for that team. Instead, they kind of keep that ball right where it is, and blue team's going to spawn onto them. It's always important to make sure that ball, it's almost like an organic matter. It needs to keep moving. It needs to live. As soon as it gets stagnant like that, that's when you come into problems. You're making yourself a target when you let the other team set up for those pushes to get onto you. But if you keep that ball in constant motion after you get kills, it makes it really hard for the other team to get in a position to take down that ball carrier. Big Bo looking across the map, sees one player that is pseudo-nomadic, able to land some great shots from across the map, has this cross-map fight with Drew, gets attack mag into his hands, makes one player one shot, gonna call that out for his team as ball carrier is moving towards him, and we have a big fight that'll be happening actually on Big Bo right now as two players push in. A beautiful nade shot from Justice is gonna get one kill, but he is immediately traded. This is gonna be a big kill from Big Daddy Joe if he's able to pick it up. The trades happen. Blue team picks up the ball. Let's see if Justice League is able to rake up any good amounts of time. The ball is going to be played. Yes, the ball was played in that situation.
Yeah, so it looks like there's a bit of a dead end on that side of the map where you can kind of hide out and not have anybody rotating in from kind of the counterclockwise direction. That may turn out to be power position, but I'm not sure. That might just be kind of how red team happen to be able to play it. But look, they've got the ball again. They're going to be moving this one away from blue team as blue team jumps into the middle of the map, gets some rough shots laid down by Big Daddy Joe, who is punishing Paladin and Justice. Justice able to sneak up behind him, though. Gets 4 in him. He's not going to be able to finish this one.
That player gets his shields back just in time. Justice finally tracks him down, looking for the second, sees that ball carrier moving through the bottom of the map, now trying to get position to do some damage, uses that lift, but thrust out. I would have liked to see him actually use that lift to get a flank onto the other team. Instead, he kind of makes himself cannon fodder for the Big Bo's bros as they're going to take him down. Paladin gets on that flank, able to get the team shot in for D-Man to get the kill. Lexi picks up that ball. I would have liked to see Lexi, try to play his life instead of getting that ball out of there, as he is going to fall. But blue team not picking up this ball quite yet. There we go. We just saw them pick it up, and now time is going to be going back into their favor. D-Man with a kill. Nice little punch and then shot. That OS is up. Big Daddy Joe is going to get away with it. That time is going to be 44. Both teams do know it, so this next OS that's going to be coming up is going to be probably the most valuable. Big Daddy Joe making a push with this OS. Gets shots onto one. Pseudo-Nomadic is going to be made one shot, and that OS is just going to run away with that ball. I like the play, just trying to get that ball away and towards his team. Now he's in a position where he can just play it if necessary. Going to thrust his way in through, and now that ball is going to be played. 111-46 with about 7 minutes left to go in this game.
Yeah, I think red team has finally really found their stride on getting these rotations going, making sure that they're dropping the ball and fighting when they need to, and for the most part have been in really good positions for that.
D-Man making his way towards the mid of the map, finds one player to the back, able to finish him off, but another player there to trade out with him, and the ball stays into the hands of red, raking up quite a bit of a lead, almost to 100, about 80? Yep, make that 80-point lead for the team thus far. And now it's growing to even more as Limits makes that ball. If he's able to play that ball, it could be even more valuable as he has just enemies around him. Though blue team, I think the blue team's getting a little anxious when it comes to the ball. They get to the ball and they just pick it up almost right away without worrying about their kills or their positioning, while red team's trying to take a more methodical approach to that ball.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. They seem to understand this game type just a little bit better than blue team does.
You see, right there, there's no reason for Justice to pick up that ball. Play for that gunfight. Once you get that kill, pick up the ball. But instead, when he picks up that ball, he makes himself super vulnerable as he's not able to shoot. I like to play from Limits, play that ball, stays alive as well, and is in position for this next OS if he does realize it's coming up. I like this. Gets in position to get this kill. And hopefully he just turns back around for that OS. He is going to be traded out. Did anyone get that OS as of yet? I think it just popped up on the map, and there we go. D-Man able to get that OS. A little bit of a misplay with Limits since he got traded. If he was able to stay alive, it would have been a great play. But I almost would have liked, securing that OS more for his team rather than going for more slays.
Yeah, and I think red team just straight up forgot about it based on how late that camo was picked up. Justice able to throw the ball off the map. Limits is going to be trapped a little bit in bottom mid with blue players looking at him. Not sure if he's going to be able to get out of this one, but he finds some good shots on D-Man. should have a good chance in this fight, but no, he's going to be finished by Pseudo-Nomadic from a different angle.
About a 70-second lead for red team at the moment. Ball is going to be played again, and that's one thing I like about this map. There's so many outs and ways to play that ball. It makes it so teams can almost set up, and then when they feel the trouble, the heat coming, can reset that ball and play for another round of slays. And I think that's what it comes down to in this map. It's not getting trapped on the inside or trying to find a position where you can just hold that ball. It's being in a position where you have a quick escape, and when you feel yourself lose control of the map, to be able to play that ball and just give yourself a clean, fresh slate. That's going to be 4 down for red team, or make that 3 down. With blue team having full control this side of the map, they're going to be able to rake up quite a bit of time until red team's able to get in position to even attempt to make a kill on this ball carrier. Unfortunate jump by Adam is going to make him fall off the map as Big Daddy Joe pushes his way up to this balcony. Looking for this player. A nade does come out from his teammate, makes him one shot. He's going to push through, sees that ball carrier, getting shots into both of them. That player is going to be able to get away and regen his shields, make that D-man. It gets that ball. Let's see if he's able to play it. Blue team just trying to run that ball away, get as much time as they can off of it. Big Daddy Joe eventually finds that ball carrier. I would have liked to see the play out once again. He knows his team's spawning across the map. Play that ball, let it reset into the middle of the map, and have both teams fight it out.
Yeah, blue team has clearly found their stride, but red team has gotten themselves into a strong setup here again. Limit's able to get a kill on Justice, and some excellent help is going to come out from Joe, which allows him to take down Paladin.
Limit's looking for this player over on.
But here it is. Cave. Blue team has the overshield again.
Limit's got behind him and gets the backsmack. Unfortunate, and he tries picking up the ball, and he just is having trouble once again. Oh man. You feel for the man just trying to pick up that ball and just keeps getting weapon after weapon. He thrusts his way up, sees the immediate hassle. I would like to see him, almost like stay in that platform, play it until the shots, you feel the pressure come to you, then use that man cannon as an escape. Instead, he kind of preemptively launches off of it.
Yeah, you have to wonder if the relative newness of this map may contribute to that. Callout's not necessarily telling you where everybody is.
Justice gets
good shots coming out from Justice. But he's taken down by Pete, who has some good shots as well.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Space Christ had the one option, missed it, decided to go for the other. Unfortunately, slid off the ball as ball is going to be reset. Let's see how this ball time is going. Space Christ, definitely the objective player thus far for his team with 102 seconds on that ball. Pseudo-Nomadic is going to be taken down by Big Bo. It's Big Bo bros trying to finish out this map. Trying to find this ball carrier. Blue just getting this lead closer and closer. 50 points, and I like this play. All 4 of them collapse on that player. Make sure this area is secure. Pick up that ball once again. Oh, ball carrier gets clipped by a nade right there, though. Big Daddy Joe
has 2 now. Big opportunity for them. Joe's just caught his 3rd, not quite a triple kill, but excellent timing from him to take down a bunch of blue players and put so much pressure on them.
Oh,
the team now has the ball nowhere near any blue spawns in sight. Oh, but Adam, just kidding, has managed to get behind him somehow.
He's staying alive. He's able to get the seconds on. He plays the ball at the last possible second. It's only 3 seconds for this red team. It's almost as if they can sprint for that ball and pick it up, and that's what Big Daddy Joe tried doing. Is immediately taken down as Drew picks up a double, and there we go. A full OS grabbing this ball. He is going to have about half those shields taken off, but this is a great opportunity for blue team. If they play flawless Halo right now, it's definitely possible for them to come back.
Yeah, it would have to be very, very good Halo, but we've only got 1 player between the ball and the red team. Space Christ and Limits are now going to be pushing Justice.
I don't think they can even let go of this ball. There's only 49 seconds left in this game. How many seconds do they need? They need about 27, so only about 20 seconds of leeway for this blue team. That's going to be it. 40 seconds left in this game. 172 to 197. Big Daddy Joe has to fall away as he's getting shots put into him. And it looks like the comeback might just be happening. 180 to 197. This ball, Justice just holding it on and on again. Here comes the flood in from red team. This is going to be their big opportunity. They get shots into Adam. They're able to pick him off. 189 to 197. They only need to hold this ball for 3 seconds, and they're able to do so. A valiant effort from blue team. Unfortunately, Justice just got caught down with his pants. Just got caught with his pants down. There we go. Maybe if he rotated that ball just a half a second earlier when he saw that he had 3 teammates to his right, he would have been able to stay alive just a bit longer with that ball. But good job by red team to get that win, but blue team making a valiant effort to come back.
Yeah, I think red team did a good job there at the end of not panicking and throwing too many lives at the stronger part of the blue forces. They kind of took their time and realized that there was nobody protecting Justice at the moment, and then realized, okay, now we can start flooding this guy, blow him up, and pull the ball out for the last 3 seconds.
Yeah. Okay, let's go back to the
That's
start.
annoying.
Guys, I GG's, but I gotta go.
All right, man.